Okay, this is the beginning of the sort of different counting techniques. It gets into probability. And of course, you can tell your calculator to do this, but that only really works if you understand what you're telling your calculator to do. So let's just think about the logic. Let's start with a bicycle manufacturer, and they're going to make 5-speed and 10-speed bikes. We're going to call those gears. And you've got two choices, okay? Two choices for gears. You can do 5-speed or 10-speed. But then you also have 7 different colors. You've got 7 possible colors here. And furthermore, this bike manufacturer has frame sizes. And you can get the small, the medium, the large, or the extra large. So there's like 4 different frame sizes. So you got to pick. I mean, there's a lot of choices here. You've got 2 gear selections, but then once you picked your gears, do you want the 5-speed or the 10-speed? Then you got to pick your color. Do you want yellow, green, red, black, blue, purple? And then you've got to pick, do you want your small, your medium, your large, or your extra large? Do you want which frame size? So the real question is, how many choices? How many choices? That's bad. How many choices? There's a lot. So, of course we could think of it like this. You could try to draw out sort of a little tree, and okay, here you've got you got to make a first choice. You got to pick your gears. So you're either going to go with the 5-speed, or you're going to go with the 10-speed. But then once you've done that, you've got like 7 possible options here. You could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because you could have picked once you've picked, say, your 5-speed, you could have picked your red, green, blue, brown, black, purple, indigo, and violet. Your 7 different colors. But then once you've picked your 7 different colors, now keep in mind that if you had picked a 5-speed bike, you could have picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those colors. But then once you've picked your color, you still have to pick your frame size. So let's say you picked red, right? Red, and you could now go there's 4 different, which of those do you want? So you see there's like 4 more, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It gets really messy. 1, 2, 3, 4. So each one of those color choices has another 4 frames. So it's like, how do you do that? And that's what's called the fundamental counting principle. You got fundamental counting principle. Nobody really cares what it's called, but all that really says is the total number of choices here is easy. You take your 2 times 7 times 4. That's it. 2 times 7 times 4, which is 56. So, I mean, if you were to draw out this entire tree here in a nice big space where you draw out your first choice, and then you draw out your 7 choices, and then off of each of those 7 choices, you drew 4 more choices. 1, 2, 3, 4 off of those. And I need that down here also. You would end up with 56 possible bikes that you could have ended up with. It's kind of crazy. So anyway, those are actual, when we count like this, it's called a permutation. It's really just counting. Forget permutations. That's getting too confusing. So let me ask you a question now. So I would like you to do this one. Let's suppose that you are going to make a pizza, and you first have to decide whether you want a pepperoni pizza, or you have to decide what size. Wrong. So you have to pick what size pizza do you want, and there are 3 possible sizes. There's small, there's large, and there's extra large. 3 possible sizes. But once you pick which size you want, you then have to pick the type of pizza. And this is not a real big pizza place, but they still had 5 different types. They had pepperoni, cheese, sausage, mushroom. They don't let you mix and match. You basically order one of those 5 types of pizzas. But then they do have a special crust, and they actually had 3 different kinds of special crusts. They had Parmesan, Parmesan, mozzarella, and original. So you got a lot of pizza choices here. Pizza choices. So the real question is, how many pizza choices do you actually have? If you have to pick your size, your type of pizza, and your crust, okay? Hopefully this is a pretty basic question for you. Go ahead and figure out your answer. Dun, da, da, da. And here's the one that I would like you to also do. Let's say you are going to go shirt shopping. Okay? You're going to go shirt shopping. Now, you individually, you would actually happen to fit into either one of two sizes. You will either fit into a small or a medium in this particular brand. So you've got two options for these shirts. But you have 4 different colors. 4 different colors that you could have picked from. You could pick the red one, the green one, the blue one, or the yellow one. There's 4 colors. But then furthermore, they just added more difficulty and said you actually have 3 fabric choices. Fabric. You could have picked the cotton, the polyester, or the neoprene elastic for stretch athletics. So you actually had 3 fabrics. So you had, first you got to pick your size shirt, either the small or the medium. Then you had to pick your color, and then you had to pick your fabric. So how many different shirts, do you have to pick from? Okay, so how many shirt choices are there? I don't know. How many shirts? I don't know. You fill it out and you get the answer. Okay, good luck. Have fun.